to the casino. Hey, fellas, how's it going?
Hey, Bear Claw.
Hey, fellas. I traded in my authentic Dick Warlock jockstrap for these 4 gold coins, which should bring us quite a bit of luck. And I'm told through an Encarta Encyclopedia entry that they also will grant us 1 wish each. Here you go, boys.
I don't know about this.
Sold the jockstrap for this piece of shit chocolate coin.
Are you sure this is real, Bear Claw?
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure. The guy said that these were lucky and that they would grant us a wish.
I wish the New York Jets would win a Super Bowl. Dude, this coin fell apart, man. I don't think this is real.
Let me try mine. I want the Riz of Hulk Hogan without any of the moral problems. Oh, hey, brother.
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck? Why did his wish work?
I don't know. Let me try it.
Sucks to suck, Danny boy.
The Jets ain't never going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God. All right, hang on. Let me try mine out. I want to be John Carpenter. Hey, these kids are a bunch of shitheads. Where's my money for Halloween? I'm gonna go play some video games.
Jesus, that one didn't seem good, but you know what? The Bear Hogan idea got me an idea. I want to be the Macho Man.
Randy Savage, huh? Oh yeah, look at me. The cream always rises to the top, Bear Hogan. We're gonna be tag team champions of the world.
Oh yeah.
You're in Vegas.
American?
I need to go back to this pawn shop. I need another coin.
Sucks to suck, Dan.
So you are afraid of something else. We all go a little mad sometimes.
You don't know what death is. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Welcome to the madness.
We are the Mouths of Madness, your new favorite podcast for horror movie reviews. We're coming to you live tonight from the Lucky Shamrock Casino here in Las Vegas. This is our episode 56 on the 1995 Leprechaun 3. My name is Kevin, and I am going between this John Carpenter and I can't quite hold it. This coin is like works for a little bit of time, but it's not good. I'm waiting for my new check to clear. I gotta hit up the slots. Let me introduce you to the other members of Madness. First, we have Dan. Dan, your coin disintegrated.
The luck I don't have any. I just have no luck. We're down in the hole. Bear Claw splurged all of our money on wasteful gambling. He sold the jockstrap. I don't even get a wish out of the deal. This is bullshit.
It's bullshit, fucking kids.
Goddamn kids.
Next, we have the mayor of Venice Beach, California. It's Bear Hogan.
Bear Mania is about to run wild all over this casino, boys.
Spray it, don't say it.
And finally, we have the youngest member of Madness, my son, Macho Logan.
That's the Macho Man. We better run over to Caesar's Palace parking lot to run over WrestleMania with my guy Bear Hogan over here.
Oh, I don't know. Bear Hogan looks like he's got lust in his eyes.
The Mad Powers are about to take over.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Hey, there's a little guy. You see him running around?
Is that Hornswoggle?
He looks pretty
He
evil.
looks pretty pissed at us.
God.
Uh-oh, he's coming over for us.
Let's go to him.
Hey, Mega Powers, you better take this guy out.
Let's take him out.
Let's get him.
Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. We better start the episode. He's getting angry.
Get over here, Bobby the Brain.
There are a lot of other great horror movie podcasts out there, but what separates us from the other ones is that we're going to be giving you the older versus younger generation perspective. Myself, Dan, and Bear Claw were all born in the 1980s, while my son Logan was born in the 2000s. So this is the clash of the generations. Without any further ado, grab your favorite pair of robot boobs, eat your potatoes, do your best Elvis impression, and let's dive into the madness.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next time, get paid for it.
We watched Leprechaun 3 from 1995. It was directed by Brian Trenchard Smith, and it was written by David Dubose. Casting-wise, we have Warwick Davis. He's reprising his role as the Leprechaun. What's he best known for?
The Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun.
Willow.
Willow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars, Harry Potter, the only actor to make it out of this movie.
We also have John Gattins as Scott McCoy. What's he best known for?
Leprechaun 3.
He has a screenwriting credit for the movie Flight, which had earned him an Oscar nomination.
Ooh,
Wow.
Dan did his research. He also starred in Pumpkinhead 2 and Norbit.
Norbit.
But like Dan was saying, he's actually more well known as a writer / producer. In addition to Flight, he did our boy Ready to Rumble, our world champion, David.
Oh,
Arquette.
man, he did.
Wow.
He did Hardball, he did Coach Carter, he did Kong Island, and he did Power Rangers 2017.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Jesus.
Yeah. We have Lee Armstrong as Tammy. What's she best known for?
Tammy.
That's it. That's it. Light of my life, Tammy. Boom,
Oh.
boom, boom, boom. You hear my heart pounding?
Just breathtaking.
Exquisite.
We also have Caroline Williams. What's she best known for?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, she plays the character Stretch.
Yes, yeah. And in this, I forgot to mention, she is Loretta. She's
Okay.
also in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Hatchet 3, Days of Thunder. She also was in a bunch of TV shows, including Hunter, Murder, She Wrote, and Silk Stockings.
Wow.
We have John DeMita as Fazio. What's he best known for?
He's a famous voice actor. There's a couple of them, actually. This guy specifically lends his voice to a lot of anime series. He's featured in Naruto, One Punch Man, and Berserker. Or Berserk.
Berserk, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I have him as
Pretty
too.
cool.
It's kind of crazy. He was also in Silk Stockings and Hunter.
Connection? I think not.
We also have Michael Callan as Mitch. What's he best known for?
There's so many goddamn people in this movie that are just so
Not well known. He was a big theater actor. He starred in West Side Story.
Right?
Who didn't?
Marcelo Tuber as Gupta.
Another voice actor.
Yes.
He lent his voice to animated shows such as Pinky and the Brain,
Oh.
Batman the Animated Series,
Oh.
and King of the Hill.
Wow.
Yes. Logan, he also did one of your favorites, Handy Manny,
Shit. What was he?
Mr. Alvarez.
Don't remember that character.
He was also a TV actor in Jag, one of Bear Claw's favorites, Frasier,
Frasier, nice.
New Girl, and Star Trek: The Next Generation, and Seinfeld.
Oh.
Nice.
Thought he was gonna say Laverne and Shirley or whatever the hell you say every
Oh,
time.
it's Arma and Greg. I always put Bear Claw in that show. This was a direct-to-video movie, so unfortunately, we don't know how much it made at the box office. But do you know how much it was made for? What was the budget for Leprechaun 3?
I'm gonna go with special effects were really good. I'm gonna go for a cool 1.5 million.
Dang, that was exactly what I was gonna go for. I'll go a little bit more. I'll go 2 million.
I'm gonna go 1.2 million.
Yeah, Dan's right on the nose.
Oh,
That's because
Really?
it's in my notes. I'd like to add a little fun fact to this movie too. For the year of 1995, you are right. It did not go to theatrical release. However, it was the most successful direct-to-video release of that year, reportedly earning $70 to $80 million in the home video market.
that explains how 4 got made.
Whoa. Dang.
That
Big money.
explains why he went to space.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. I hear the
Right
slots
to the
going.
moon.
And then in the hood.
Oh my goodness. Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, Leprechaun 3 has a 17% critic score and a
What do they know?
and a 35% audience score.
What do they know?
They don't know goat. They don't know peak when they see it.
I think this has a higher score than Leprechaun in the Hood, though, so there's that.
Well,
That's some bullshit.
that is not. This movie
In the Hood is awesome.
Far better than
I don't
Leprechaun.
see how you can do a bad Leprechaun movie.
It just can't
Except for the
happen.
first one.
Well, Leprechaun
No, the
in the
second
Hood was
one's pretty bad.
I didn't see the second one.
I have yet to see the second one.
Yeah, we did it for Straight Jacket Talk, so this is, what, the 4th Leprechaun movie I've done? 1, 2,
Jesus
3.
Christ.
Yeah.
This is becoming our new franchise.
Wait, we didn't see Leprechaun 2? Didn't we do 1 and 2 at the same
No,
time?
we
No.
just did 1, yeah.
Straight Jacket Talk did too.
I was wondering whether I saw 2 or not. because I knew I wouldn't remember it.
You wouldn't really need it. It's not required watching for this either. As
I don't think
clearly.
you need to see Leprechaun 1 to see
No,
this movie.
absolutely.
I don't think you need to
Absolutely
see
not.
any of them.
Really.
They're separate stories, I think.
You could watch these out of order.
Yeah.
And they'll
makes them
explain
good,
it
I
different
think.
times.
I don't know.
They'll explain it 50, 100 times for you.
Let's give you our overall thoughts on Leprechaun 3. Dan, start us off.
What a time to be alive, guys. We finally made it. After 2 years of St. Patty's Day, honoring it with Leprechaun movies, we finally hit the jackpot.
Woo!
This, in my opinion, is the penultimate Leprechaun movie. It takes all the things we loved about the first one, the comedy, the campiness, the kills, just kicks it into overdrive. They take full advantage of utilizing Las Vegas as a backdrop, having the Leprechaun terrorizing only the finest sinners that Sin City has to offer. A sleazy Weinstein-esque casino owner.
You keep playing hard to get. You mark my words, she'll come around.
A shitty magician, a swindling pawn shop owner.
Excuse me, in this you'll refer to him as the Great One.
I told you, you will address me as Great One.
A shitty magician.
You have to do the great one that way.
Oh, you can do them like that.
A vain, egocentric woman yearning for fame through cultural beauty standards. Bumbling mob henchmen who look like Miami Dolphins quarterback Dan Marino.
Aw.
And money-hungry hospitalists. Warwick Davis's performance is great. He has so many limericks in this one. The man from Madras is one of my personal
There
favorites.
was an old man of Madras whose balls were made of fine brass. So in stormy weather, they both climbed together and sparks flew out of his ass.
I remember that being something we loved from the first Leprechaun.
Yeah.
And we kind of missed that with the In the Hood version. Not as many, but still had that epic rap at the end. I love the cuts of the Leprechaun reacting to Vegas on the strip, his interactions with Elvis, and working the roulette table. I would say maybe like if I were to like try to be serious for a minute and like a gripes with this movie would be the first act, the setup for it feels a little long to get to the payoffs. The ending's a little abrupt, and there are some continuity issues with the Leprechaun lore. The charm of this franchise, though, is that it's not afraid to be aware of what it is. An absurd concept buoyed by lowbrow comedy, poorly written and acted characters with minimal financial backing. It's pure slop. It's my kind of slop.
Ooh.
I love the cartoonish levels of violence, the juvenile humor, and the characters that never grow or develop beyond their purpose of telling this hodgepodge mess of a story. It's the McDonald's drive-thru order at 2 a.m. after a night of drinking. It's when the dog farts on your spouse. It's ice cream cake for breakfast, conventionally shameful for when you're feeling shamelessly self-indulgent and depraved. I am looking forward, gentlemen, to discussing all the bits of slop that is this movie.
It's sloppy.
I got a tear in my eye, man.
I got tears in my eye.
That was poetry for sure.
Poetry.
Bear Claw, hit us with some limericks.
So, for pulling this trick, I'll chop off your dick.
Pulling this trick, I'll chop off your dick.
So I came into this movie after having watched Bear Claw, or not.
Having to watch your own movie?
No, I was gonna say Bear
kind of
Claw.
movies are you- what kind of movies
For
are you
some
making?
reason.
Bear Claw in the hood. Bear Claw in the hood.
Yeah, and so I could.
After watching Bear Claw in the Hood.
That was a
Be a very
classic.
short movie.
I don't know. I think you'd vibe.
But, you know, I came to this thinking, okay, great. I'm going to have to watch another just incoherent piece of garbage, which was Leprechaun in the Hood, because I really hated that movie. I just thought it was just incoherent nonsense that was like strapped together by just bad storytelling, even worse script writing. But then I got to this movie and I just
Wait a minute.
then I got to this movie, and you know what? This movie just made me believe in Leprechaun.
Oh,
to be honest
okay,
with you.
all right.
It was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
I didn't find it to be sloppy at all. I mean, it was a B movie, so you have to look at it as a B movie, but I thought it was fantastic script writing, coherent story, You understood what was going on, what every character's motivations were. I thought it was well put together. I thought, it was hilarious. I thought there was genuine gore. That the gore effects were better than they deserved to be. But I like the setup because it set up all the different characters. You knew who they were. Yes, everybody was kind of a caricature, but I mean, we're talking about a Leprechaun movie here. We're not talking about Shakespeare.
This is as good as it gets.
This is Shakespeare movie.
You open up with the pawnbroker. He's hardcore. Like, he got his toe bit off, but he's still like keeping his eye on the prize.
I'm for giving you this medallion for half your gold.
Which to me feels very Vegas. The Leprechaun running around in Vegas is perfect, frankly.
Right.
I think that's wonderful. That's where the embodiment of greed should be running around. And I loved all of the characters. I loved them for all of their flaws and all of their upsides. The limericks were all good. Like, to me, this is the Leprechaun movie. If you're going to watch one Leprechaun movie, this is the one you should watch with a Guinness crack in St. Patrick's Day. This is the Leprechaun horror movie you should be watching. It's a classic B movie, but it's made with heart and great special effects. Lots of St. Patrick's Day fun. I really love this movie. I think it's pretty fantastic, and it's absolutely hilarious at every turn, but there's also mischief and mayhem. I mean, I just don't think you could make a better movie about a leprechaun. So Warwick Davis is fantastic in it. All of the actors who took other paths after this movie, maybe because of this movie, I'm not sure. I thought they all did a great job here and really liked it.
I'm going to be straightforward with you guys. The Leprechaun, the first one we did, episode 8, the original, I came in with my overall thoughts as, hey, I'm between two ratings here. I'm between survivor and victim, and I don't know where I'm going to land. I want you guys to help me.
Yeah.
Right? This one, I'm between survivor and killer. I'm going to be straight out because this movie took, like Dan said, all the things we love about the original.
Yeah.
And then
I think this is better than the original, frankly.
And it might be. Yeah. And it cranked it up. And especially what the original needed cranked up were the kills.
Yeah.
And this did it. And again, like you said, Bear Claw, Las Vegas is the perfect backdrop for this little fucker to be in, right? Causing chaos. And I mean, there's so much. And you know what's even the best part about being in Las Vegas is no one questions a little evil leprechaun going around.
It just blends right in.
Yeah.
Right. This is not out of like the realm of possibility seen in Vegas.
It's a freak show out there.
Right. Yeah. So let's be honest. There are things that are not good about this movie, right? Some of the acting is not the best. There are some times where the pacing is really off, and I'm like, well, what's going on here?
I don't even know that I found that. I didn't even think that the pacing was off in this. I thought the pawn shop opening was a good one. It kept me invested. Gumta was like, I'm gonna get that gold. He was high on the prize the whole time. Like,
I do think we were in the pawn shop for a little too long. And at the beginning, I agree. Like, I like the pawn shop stuff, but like, I think it felt like some things they were trying to extend out a little bit, pad it out. It's like, this is a direct-to-video movie. You don't have to pad anything out. This could be 80 minutes.
Yeah.
This could be 70 minutes. Who cares? Like,
then again, it is a direct-to-home video movie, and they might have been like, you know what, everybody? We're letting you get your shit in.
we're going to take our time and let this one simmer. Yeah, I mean, there's so much good in here. The Leprechaun is awesome. I think that's what this movie is. It's the Leprechaun doing crazy shit. I love he has more limericks. He uses his magic power more in this.
The limericks are good in this. Like, his limericks actually rhyme, and they're just not just some stupid jokes about him smoking weed or something like that. Leprechaun in the Hood is just, we don't care about this property anymore. Let's make a movie and get out of here. Let's tie together some nonsense. We'll fix it in the editing room as best we can, but we just got to get this movie made. This movie was made with love. This movie has a coherent story, a plot. The characters all have goals and ambitions, and there's movement, and I don't know. I just loved it.
It's got a good monkey's paw element to it, too.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot to like in this one. And there is questions like, is this better than the original? And I think a lot of it you could say is better for sure. And we'll get into it more, but the gore and the kills, I just think are top notch in this. And in what they offer in a Leprechaun movie. I've seen 4 of them. These definitely have the best kills I've seen. So they're really memorable. I mean, I had so much fun with this movie. It is a blast. It makes me think, Logan, what's your overall thoughts? Because you really loved Leprechaun in the Hood. That was your jam.
Yeah.
I think this movie.
I think when we first did the Leprechaun, I did not like it. I thought it was a really bad movie. A lot of shitty jokes. There was a lot of fun with it, but as far as like me going out of my way to watch it, I think was just a boring, dreading watch. Leprechaun in the Hood, I felt like was more funny. I was invested because of the fact that it was just straight up jokes the entire time. I like just shit on a plate. But
Green shit
on a hand.
Yeah. This one is, they combine the two because it is just what the first one was, but mixed with a little bit in the Hood where it's just like wacky insanity going on for like an hour. At first, like, I think the problem is like the first like 30 minutes of this movie is a lot of exposition, a whole lot of exposition. And it's like, holy shit, man, you can just like put that down to like maybe a scene or two. You didn't need to do all of that. Yeah. This movie could have been way shorter. We could have spent more time in the casino.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because there was not a lot of casino. There was a lot of hotel rooms and magic shops and pawn shops. It's like, well, I guess that's Vegas. But like, I think this movie is good. It's fun. It's entertaining. Tammy was the big star of this one.
And how?
Because like I was like impressed because I'm like, okay, here's just another.
We all were very impressed.
Yeah. Here's another chick who's
Edge of our
hot,
seat.
who's hot, who can't act to save her life, and then she came on screen. I'm like, wow, she's really good. Like her personality matched what was shown because she was really good. Like I was like
pounding.
I was like,
The hose.
Logan hosed me down.
Her performance was really good. I think like there was a lot of solid like acting from her.
I want you more than any man I've ever known in my life.
Oh, let's not.
Hey, Bear Claw, this is my girl. You watch your mouth.
You bear your fucking tongue.
Well, you got lust in your eyes, Bear Hogan.
Hey, there's a lot of great things about Tammy. Don't get me wrong here.
Two good
I don't
things.
know that acting is one of them.
Cream of the crop.
Cream always rises to the top.
I think this movie is very good, but I will say this. This is not the best Leprechaun movie. Like, I don't think Warwick's performance in this was as good as I hoped it would be.
Oh, okay.
I think there were some scenes that definitely were, like, far superior, like his scenes with Elvis.
Fine suit of clothes, lad.
Well, thank you very much.
And then it slowed down, like, in between, where I'm like, I want more. I feel like we're seeing more Scott as the Leprechaun than Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of problems with it, but I think overall I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it's a good time. I want to get your thoughts on, because we touched at the beginning, and this is something that we've even talked on Straight Jacket Talk. Are these Leprechaun movies just separate Leprechaun stories? Like, this Leprechaun is not the same as the Leprechaun in the original or the Leprechaun in the Hood. Like, they're different Leprechauns.
I was thinking that too, like, watching this, like, what if it's more like a god of mischief kind of Loki character?
Yeah.
The only way he gets summoned is through like human interaction with like one of his tricks, like the statue being a trick, or like just how he just surfaces randomly.
Right.
It's a horror movie, you know, like it's not supposed to be like some horror movies. Like we know Friday the 13th, not a lot of continuity between all the different movies sometimes.
Well, no, there is. I mean,
there's a thread throughout all of them.
But Jason isn't, you know, he doesn't carry that fucked up.
Jason's supposed to be the same Jason as, you know, that's
Jason seems more like a concept from my point of view than an
soon enough, Bear.
He doesn't exist
soon enough.
I gotta be honest with you. Well, I do agree. I think that there's some argument to be made that is it all one Leprechaun or not. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think about it that deeply because
it's a Leprechaun.
I kind of took it at face value. I mean, to say that he goes from, I don't know where he was in 2. Where was he in 2?
Yeah, so there's no continuity between 2.
Because he's like in a farmhouse, then he's somewhere in 2, Then he's in Vegas.
Then he
he's
goes
in
to space.
Then he's in space. Then he's in Hood. Then doesn't he go back to space or something like that?
Goes back to the Hood.
He goes back to the Hood.
Oh, then he goes back to the Hood. Then
I'd argue he never
just
left.
fucks around. He just messes with people, tears shit up.
Yeah, because 2 definitely seems like a different Leprechaun than 1, because it's like they create this like backstory of back in the day and with the Leprechaun. And
Already,
he shows
I
up.
hate that shit.
Yeah, it's like they really go into an exposition dump on his backstory in the
Thank
second.
God we're not
Who
watching
cares?
that one.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I would have hated that shit.
You know, I love the fact that they let you know everything you need to know through an Encarta CD.
His power lies in his gold. Without it, he's just another gnome full of mist.
The graphics are done straight up in Windows Paint.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I was thinking about that scene in particular in the pawn shop where he sees that Encarta CD pop up, right, with all the information. The original creator, I think his name's Mark Davis, right? He got inspired to make the Leprechaun story over Leprechaun, the cereal commercials. So I was like,
you mean Lucky Charms?
Yeah, Lucky Charms. Sorry. Yeah.
Magically delicious.
It's after me, Lucky
You didn't
Charms.
know Lex got his own
Lucky
cereal?
Charms.
Yeah. So like that's what I was like thinking the tie-in was with that too. That's pretty cool.
Well,
thinking that.
let me ask a man of later generations. Logan, have you ever heard of Encarta, or do you know what Encarta is?
No.
Okay, so everybody, buckle up, because before
Come on in, Cubs.
come on in, Cubs. But once upon a time, before the internet, you got a CD-ROM, and that CD-ROM was Encarta Encyclopedia.
What's a CD-ROM?
And that contained
I love it.
that contained the copy read-only memory or something like that, is what CD-ROM stands for. It was a little disc, and that contained the knowledge of the world as far as you could tell, because it was just an encyclopedia that was on a CD-ROM. But when you didn't have the internet, that's what you wrote papers from.
Yeah.
That was your source material.
That was your source material, and you better hope you have a current version, because it went out of version real quick.
You know, the beginning at the pawn shop with the statue and the medallion, Logan, you were saying it kind of reminded you of the monkey opening, correct?
Yeah, it's really like eerie how well they did that, because the opening of the monkey is literally like the same. It looks like the same dude who shows up, a little bit younger. But I think he
He's
might have
missing a
had a
hand?
hook. Yeah, I think he had a hook too in the monkey, and it's just like legitimately the same thing where he hands over the monkey to the pawn shop owner. Literally, you can line it up like one on one,
shot for shot.
Yeah, shot for shot.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing. So whoever made the monkey clearly watched Leprechaun 3, loved it, wrote it in.
I like that the guy had Lucky tattooed on him too. And
Did he?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He had a Lucky tattoo and everything, and he hands over the statue, and he's just like, the guy's like, "What do you got in the bag?" And he's like, "Here, you can have it. Just give me gas money."
I need money to buy gas so I can get out of this place.
$20. He's like, "Sold."
He first tries to give him a 10. He's like, no.
That's not getting me anywhere. Man. Yeah, and then his only words are, hey, don't remove the medallion. What's the first thing he does?
Removes the medallion.
Removes the medallion, sees if it's worth something.
You got to kick the movie off, you know?
But this reminded me, too, of Leprechaun in the Hood, because there was something similar, right, in the beginning of Leprechaun in the Hood with the statue.
Supposedly there was a statue in the subway, and Ice-T came, and...
Like, they removed... wasn't there a medallion on it?
Yeah, there was a
medallion?
medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a medallion. It was probably the same wooden
It's the
statue.
same.
And, you know, the guys wanted the gold of the medallion or whatever,
Right.
so they took it off, and that's what kicked off the whirlwind hit Leprechaun in the Hood.
Postmaster P.
Possibly one of the worst, most boring movies I've ever seen.
This owner, what's his name? Gupta?
Gupta, and he's
The Goops.
Yeah,
The
and I
Goops.
like how he
The
self-references himself as Gupta. He's like, "All right, Gupta, pull it together. We got to get that gold."
Dude, he battles this little leprechaun,
He,
right?
I know.
he strikes a deal with him.
Oh, yeah.
They're drinking.
I like how like him and like the and it's a very Las Vegas reaction of like a hardened pawn shop owner that he's just like, well, fuck it, my toe's gone. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna deal with this shit. And I like that it's like the mom from Gremlins where he's just scooped as a gladiator. He's just gonna he's going after that gold one way or the other.
Dude, the leprechaun fucks him up. He
bites
bites his toe off. He bites his ear, right?
Mentions some racial things about Indian food.
I like Indian food.
Yeah, the leprechaun's not very
Ooh,
PC.
Indian food.
No.
Like,
I was kind of confused a little bit here because the leprechaun sneaks away and he goes into, was it a back room or a basement?
Yeah, he just goes into the back
inventory room. Yeah,
just
going into the back rooms.
I don't think he's really that scared of Gupta. He's scared of that medallion, but
yeah. So that's the other thing too. The medallion, I guess, in theory, turns the leprechaun to stone, right?
Yeah,
and makes him throw up green. Yeah.
So it's weird because
they sick. It's like kryptonite.
Yeah, they set up this idea where, okay, to stop him, you really have to put this medallion on him to turn him back.
Which is a hard thing to do because the little fucker will bite you.
Yeah, right. You can't, it's not easy. But in the end, that's not the payoff that they go with. It's
no, I mean, all of his power is derived from his gold, supposedly. And
well, that is carried over from the original, right? Because he is not very powerful in the original because he doesn't have his gold. Remember, he can't use his special powers.
Supposedly, if he's not in possession of his gold, it's like, or at least this is this version of Leprechaun. Again, continuity and keeping, in the first movie, keep in mind they threw a box of shoes, and that just that really fucked up his whole world.
He did say, "Oh, nice shoes,"
but they do carry it through. There's some continuity here because he does mention his shoes. They're like, "This is a fine leather tip" or something like that.
Nice leather. I appreciate a good pair of shoes.
Or a fine wingtip leather. And yeah, so like in this movie, at least, the lore is that his powers and his gold are like equivalent. He can't exist without his gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in the first one, you kill him by making him eat a 4-leaf clover.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You put it like a 4-leaf clover
like this
on
one,
the box.
you can
Where are you going to find a
burn
4-leaf
his gold
clover in Las Vegas?
Which is why they decided to burn his gold instead.
Yeah.
So that will kill him. And they find that out through the Encarta software, correct?
Yes.
It always comes back.
Is in the Encarta software.
I mean, that was the source of knowledge in 1995.
I do like that.
Internet access was real spotty and slow. And
Jesus, you guys are living in a different world.
You don't even know, man. You had to like sit. You wanted a website to load. You better, back in the day,
fax that fucking modem.
You better have some time on your hands, like 20 to 30 minutes, and maybe you see a website.
Man, I will say, I think the funniest part of it all is Gupta after getting the shit kicked out of him, Leprechaun getting beaten up, is them like getting the drink, and he's like, "I'm gonna make a deal with you. Half your gold, and I'll give you this medallion." He's like, "Half me gold?" He's like, "I don't know. I think that's pretty reasonable." And he's like, "Well, how about this? We'll shake on it, but put that medallion away." He's like, "Oh, okay, shit." And he's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm gonna beat you."
Yeah, don't trust
he does
the leprechaun.
Fishing line to the medallion and
yoink.
Yoink, and he's like, "Okay, medallion dealt with.
Now I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up."
I told you a terrible lie, and now you're going to die.
I do like how he has a shillelagh throughout this.
That shillelagh. I thought it was a pipe at first, but it's definitely a shillelagh.
What the hell they get a pipe?
Dude,
well, I don't know. Leprechauns have like
this little bastard has magical powers, but he chooses. It's a choice to use this.
He loves using his shillelagh.
Yeah,
well, I don't know if favorite
blunt force trauma is a leprechaun's.
I don't know if you've ever been
violence of choice.
Been attacked by a shillelagh. It hurts.
I haven't. You have?
Yeah, it hurts.
Who hit you with the shillelagh?
I messed with the leprechauns before after what happened last time.
Shillelaghs was a mean weapon back in the day, though, man, because they used to carry those canes around Ireland. Because when I went over there, they used to talk about how there used to be some mean fights with those things, man.
Dang, I couldn't.
Yeah, they would be like the Irish Peaky Blinders.
It's like a club, man. They didn't dick around and rule Ireland. You had a problem with the lamb farmer across the way from you. You might be settling it with some shillelaghs. You know what I mean?
Dang, we meet the main stars of this movie.
Tammy.
Yeah. Dang, I appreciate your energy. Tammy.
We don't need to talk about the other guy.
Scott. One of my problems is Scott, to me, is not a very good actor. I will say, he picks it up like about an hour in here when he starts turning into Leprechaun.
Are we going to really let him get away with saying he picks it up? He did not pick it up.
I mean, listen, nobody was pulling an Oscar in this one, but it's one of those things where it's like you're watching a B movie. I've seen worse acting. Take, for instance, Leprechaun in the Hood.
I think Postmaster P was a better character than Scott.
Scott,
I don't know. Scott was driving and this is kind of funny too, because I had a station wagon that was very like that one, and that brought some nostalgia to my heart because one of my first cars was a station wagon like that, and
We'll be sure to give you the car in the Hall of Slain later.
dang, he almost killed Tammy.
Bastard.
That would have been unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
So the idea is Scott is passing through Vegas, right? On his way to school in California.
Also,
I
are
guess.
we sure this kid is 20? Like, he looks
Yeah.
looks 40.
He looked a little old. And his idea is he's too young to be gambling, but
No
he wants
way.
to go into the
I feel like
casino.
if I was driving and it was like an hour out of my way to go to Vegas, even if I was under 21, I'd go to just see the strip. I've never been to Vegas, so I don't know.
I'd do the same thing.
I'd do the same thing. I don't think that's unreasonable. If I saw Tammy signing on the side of the road, I think I'd stop and help her out.
I would have been like, "Hey, where's your magic show? Let's check this out." Instead, he's like, "I got gambling to do."
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
his
saw her.
priorities were a little off. But
If I saw her, I'd probably be like, magic show. I like magic.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like these scenes either when he first gets in the casino and he's watching everybody play and he's like behind the priest, right? He's like right in the priest's ear.
No social space awareness at all.
Yeah.
But he's just so bright-eyed and doughy-eyed, like
bright-eyed, bushy.
yeah, but he's supposed to be like a good character that
Wholesome
wholesome character
That Vegas ruins.
Vegas corrupts with its siren song.
I
you
don't know, man. He wasn't corrupted by the end.
But like right away, he's gambling all his check away. What was that? That tuition check?
it was tuition and housing check for college.
$23,000. You could turn it into $200,000.
You can turn it into $5.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but there's a FCC violation here. She's got a button under the table that's controlling.
Oh yeah, the gambling
That's a
commission
thing.
would have something to say about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
The gaming board.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas. That's pretty much what
I have not been to Vegas until today
I know.
with the boys.
we're here.
Yep. We meet Fazio, right? Is that his name?
AKA
Fazio.
the great one.
The great one, right? And so this is who Tammy is, the
Apprentice of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we find out that she's pretty much his apprentice against. He doesn't even really like her that much, but
What do you keep her around for anyway? She's not worth a damn.
She's got a way of filling out a costume.
fucks up with this guy.
yeah, I don't know. Fazio's got all his priorities are all mucked up, but he's not even a big fan of her. But the casino owner is a big fan of her.
I'm not taking any chances with my future headliner. How you doing, babes? You look sensational.
Tammy, yeah.
How'd they hire him instead of her? They probably, if I saw her and saw him, I'd probably be like, yeah, Fazio, I'm sorry.
Fazio, you're out.
You're out,
Yeah.
man. Fozzie, get out of
Well,
here.
Tammy in this movie is kind of like the moral North Star because she's like,
Yeah, pointing
she
it very
warns
well.
Scott. She says, "Hey,
Yeah.
don't gamble. It's bad. Like, yeah, I'll let you into this place, but like, just see the sights and then don't gamble or lay anything down."
If I get you into the den of iniquity here, you gotta promise me something. No gambling.
She's like the moral core of this whole sordid tale.
She kind of like saves Scott from himself.
Yeah,
Getting
she does.
slipped into
She
the,
saves him from becoming a greedy little leprechaun.
They
and-
save each other.
Yeah, they save each other.
They
It's
do.
a love story.
They do. We also meet Loretta, who is, what is she in relation to Fazio? Do we find out?
She's just another
broad
casino
colleague.
worker.
She wants to be his apprentice because she wants to be loved and appreciated.
like Tammy. She's
Yeah.
jealous.
She
of
doesn't want to
Tammy,
be
right?
working in the
She wants to be a
casino.
star.
She wants to be in the magic.
She wants to be Maxine.
Ultimately, the character's motivation is she wants to be super attractive and
And one of these days, I'm gonna come waltzing in that door with everything packed into all the right places.
she seeks a lot of male validation is what I get.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't want to be at that magic show where people are just fucking passed out on the table and couples are
Yeah.
just making out.
Fazio is not a great magician, as we come to learn.
He's like the magician from Frosty.
Oh yeah, Professor
Yeah.
Henkel.
Yeah.
You're right.
But
You're right.
that goat has a mustache. This guy, all he has is a shitty haircut.
So we get the scenes of Scott is out of cash.
Yeah, he gets raked over the coals at the casino.
He gets swindled pretty easy.
By Loretta.
And where do you got to go? Now you got to get some cash. Well, that watch. You got a nice watch.
Yeah, you got a watch there. You got to head over to the pawn shop and see what's his name from Pawn Stars there, Rick.
Rick Harrison.
Rick Harrison from. You got to go see Rick Harrison.
Given the lore of each thing that you have, because he knows everything. It's like
Gupta is out. He's dead.
Yeah, Lep got him with a phone cord.
And Scott takes the murder weapon.
He does and calls the police.
He does call the police and then leaves.
He does do the right thing, and then he does the smart thing and leaves.
Well, unbeknownst to him, he leaves, right? Because he takes the coin and he makes a wish that he wants to do good.
Yeah.
Wants to go on a winning streak.
I wish I was back at the casino on a winning streak.
Wants to go on a winning streak.
And boom, he's on a winning streak.
So then all of a sudden he's transported back to Lucky Shamrock and he's raking up. Even Loretta doesn't know what's going on here.
Yeah, her little magnet falls off and he's just raking in the dollars.
Mitch is now nervous. Mitch, the owner, like you said, of the casino, he has some gangster ties here. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like apparently he owes some money to this gentleman named Art, who Art actually might be my favorite character of this movie.
How so?
Well, first off, this movie has a weird moral compass in it where it's very critical of healthcare.
Yes, it is.
And it stands up to today's healthcare since from 1995.
Do you think this was ahead of its time, Bear
Was
Claw?
way ahead of its time. Well, apparently healthcare was as shitty back then as it is now. But like, I really liked Art because he's kind of like what I'm taking to read is like a gay gangster.
I thought there was a gay
lender.
undertones with these henchmen, right?
Yeah, because he was like, because like the first thing we see him with Mick is like, oh, your suit is all dicked up.
You buy off the rack, that's what happened.
And this is clearly off the rack. It looks like shit. Like he's very critical of them. And then one of my favorite lines of the movie when Mick is like, well, what do you want? And he goes,
I want brown hair. I want health insurance for all Americans. I want the Mets to get their shit together.
I want the Mets to get their shit together. I died when I heard that line. I was like, this guy should be president.
Sign him up.
Sign him up.
just change it from Mets to Jets.
I have never seen this before in my life. Watch this. Vince Wilfork is going to throw Brandon Moore back into his quarterback. He's going to fumble the football.
Your coin didn't work,
Listen,
Dan.
There's wishes and then there's wishes. You know what I mean? Like,
they also had another line later on, too, where they were talking about what underwear they wear.
Boxes keep crawling up my butt.
I hate that. I go with jockeys now.
Yeah. You know, makes me feel like a sissy.
well, yeah, he was talking about
so
underwear.
random. Yeah, like, what
it
the
was
fuck?
random, but I mean, I loved it. I thought it was hilarious because I feel like, he was talking about like garters and things, and now they're uncomfortable. And I feel like if you've got nothing to do and you're sitting around just shooting the shit, like that's one of those conversations of like boxers or briefs or.
Look, have you done that with your friends? What do you got? You got garters on? Boxers,
That's
briefs?
That's never been a form of conversation.
Well, you might not know this, and I might be saying it.
That happens to all of us.
Well, in the military, when you've got to put dress clothes on, there's usually a system of garters that's under your like blues to make them feel like that everything looks tucked in and proper and stuff. And there's a saying in the military: if you're wearing your dress uniform and it's comfortable, you're not wearing it right. So I don't know. Some of that kind of resonated with me too. I don't know, but
now we get the perfect storm here because the Leprechaun has to come from the pawn shop. And like Dan said earlier, we get the great shots of him in Las Vegas.
Lovely golden palaces, completely full of riches. I'll rip them off and rob them blind, those dirty sons of bitches.
Going through, and I love these shots because this is where he should be, out on the strip, right? Meeting Elvis. That was a cool little.
I like your shoes.
Yeah, I like your shoes.
Do they come in blue suede?
I like your outfit.
This was great shit. I actually wish we saw more of just the stupid shit.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved
Thank you
it.
very much.
Yeah, because it was so good. And he's got to go to Lucky Shamrock and get his fucking coin back that
That's
this
right.
kid stole, right?
And one thing I liked about this movie is the entire time he was focused on not some stupid golden pipe. He was like, I gotta get my gold back. And I know I'm hating on the Hood movie, but it was just so terrible. But like,
is that Coolio?
This movie needed Coolio.
Coolio could have been in this movie and it still would have been great. But I mean, he's after his gold. He's always kind of one step behind on it, which I liked because it allowed the story to move forward, but at the same time, the coin could kind of move forward, and you could have him kind of always being a step behind, which I thought was a good.
Yeah, I like.
It kept things moving,
and it gave you a different flavor of like every character in the movie and their motivations. And
like Fazio's a scumbag who's gonna break into somebody's hotel room and steal their shit.
He throws them the gas ball to try to disappear.
Yeah, he hurts his hand on the way out as he's doing it. He's like, that hurt.
Yeah, it's funny because there is kind of a similarity between Scott coming into the casino for the first time and the Leprechaun coming into the casino for the first time.
Well, it's like the difference between like a lamb walking into the wolves and like a bigger wolf walking into the wolves, or I don't know, that's a bad analogy, but like leprechauns are supposed to be like the embodiment of greed and avarice. And so he's like, this is his town. Like, this is Lep's town.
Sin City.
Right.
Yeah.
This is where he should be. And like you said, he's doing all the things. He's gambling.
He's loving it. He's having such a great time. And I'm having a great time with him too, Kevin. Let me tell you.
He's pooping in magician's hands.
He poops in Fazio's hand.
A little token of my esteem. It is exactly what it seems.
Awesome.
It was great.
He deserves that.
He deserves it. He does deserve it because he's a shitty magician.
Fazio's like sitting there trying to impress one girl, and he's like, "Oh, I can't have real rabbits here." And then the leprechaun comes and shits in his hand.
He gambles. People get in his way.
He flips off cabbies.
I love the leprechaun flipping off.
Yeah.
Nothing made me happier than when that clawed little finger came up.
Do you remember when he runs away to go get his coin? He slides away, and while he does it, he just flips him off.
Because he's just like, I don't have time for this shit anymore. I'm not gonna debate. I'm not gonna debate this anymore. I loved it. I loved when the Encarta said like leprechauns are highly territorial, and two of them can't have the same territory at once. They just get angry and fight each other.
This town ain't big enough for one lep.
One gets thrown out of a window.
What we need, we need a dual leprechaun movie. We need two leprechauns fighting over territory.
Okay,
this was that movie.
Well, I want to get into this a little bit because they introduce a new concept in this movie that you can be bitten by a leprechaun, right?
Well, no, it was his blood.
It's the blood.
Yeah,
okay.
He caught
His
a
blood.
steak knife to the head.
Yeah,
Blood
and
mixed
then
in with the cut.
the cut,
Bite.
and then
Okay, so the leprechaun unintentionally
his blood entered his bloodstream.
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
So Scott is gradually turning into a leprechaun,
Yes,
correct?
Yeah.
And
Right. That was a weird.
He needs
that was
his
a weird part.
starchy potato products.
No, that's exactly correct, Kevin. He is in fact turning into a leprechaun.
I saw it on the Encarta too. That leprechauns love
can
potatoes,
happen,
and
they love potatoes.
Yeah.
He ordered.
I just love the fact that there's these crotchety old greedy bastards that like they can't even be in the same room with another leprechaun. Like I don't know, that Encarta was really educated me. I felt like I got a well-rounded.
It filled you in on all the
lore. I
lore.
got more information from that Encarta than all the Encartas I used back in the day.
I love the scene where he throws the leprechaun out the fucking window.
Oh yeah,
That's just a doll. Clearly a doll.
Oh my goodness. It's insane what ends up happening because slowly Scott is starting to turn into this leprechaun and it
That's
almost
correct.
becomes like a werewolf type of transformation, right?
Yeah.
Like he starts getting the sideburns,
The messed up sharp little teeth.
the teeth, and then the potato thing like
he
we
starts
talked
eating
about.
potatoes. He starts talking about brass balls. Because the brass balls thing was actually Scott who said that.
Oh.
Or no.
Penis au gratin is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Scott's
no, the
line.
penis au gratin.
There once was a lady of Tutton, whose taste grew perverted and rotten. She cared not for steaks, or for pastries and cakes, but lived upon penis au gratin.
Yeah, no, you're correct. I stand corrected. No, there.
But he starts talking like him.
Yeah, there was once an old lady of
Does,
Taunton
right.
whose taste grew perverted and rotten. She cared not for steaks or for pastries and cakes, but lived upon penis au gratin.
And I like how she's like, White Zombie.
Metallica. No, wait. White Zombie. I've got the album.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell just happened?
What the hell did I just say?
Rob Zombie? No.
Yeah, he becomes like Limerick King, and then also he becomes gold obsessed too.
Oh yeah,
which I thought like is a cool plot device as well, because it leads into the ending where like, is he gonna choose the gold?
There was
or
a real
destroying the leprechaun.
And there was a whole Star Wars moment. So that was awesome to me.
Are you gonna pick?
I think Dead Meat pointed it out, and when he pointed it out, I went back and rewatched that part in the movie, and there was some non-trademarked Star Wars-like music that played at the same time, where he said, "Turn to the green."
Come over to the green side. I'll make you rich.
And then
yeah,
like, yes.
And that gets us to so Scott's got to go to the hospital here because he's getting fucked up.
She's like,
and again with its scathing commentary on our healthcare system. The doctor says, "Now listen to me.
This may mean the difference between living and dying. Do you have health insurance?
Do you have health insurance?"
And doesn't he say he has Green Cross?
He has Green Cross.
We'll do tests all through A tomorrow. We'll do the B tests on her. And then Thursday you have golf. This is an emergency.
Yeah, because they find all the cash
money,
that Scott's won. And
then I also love when when Scott starts to like wake up and he's getting ready to fight all the hospital staff, and the doctor just goes to the nurse, take care of him. She just like pushes her.
I could not control my laughter when they got all his test results back, and they were like, "Okay, let's take a look at this." And it was just fuck off and Shamrocks. And then they looked at his
thing. Said fuck you.
It said fuck you.
Oh, it said fuck you. It said fuck you and Shamrocks.
And then the leprechauns.
It was just a little leprechaun
what
man
kind of
dancing.
Sick prank is this?
I was like, that is perfect. That's exactly what it should be.
I even love the little bastard dressed as a
doctor. He rolls in as a doctor. Everybody's like, doctor. Like,
I think it's funny too that they're in pink scrubs to signify nurses, and there's one male nurse.
Yeah.
Who gets like injected in the butt.
Oh yeah, because Scott escapes and Scott's gone wild, right?
Scott uses his newly found leprechaun powers.
Yeah, he's got the magic now.
Yeah,
right?
He's got the magic, so he uses his leprechaun powers to escape because his hair is his chest is turning all hairy.
Now, why did they go from...
That's been there.
Yeah.
Why did they go from the hospital back to the pawn shop?
Move the movie forward.
No,
I think
they need to know more about
They wanted to
know
more.
They had to find his gold, right?
Yeah, and well, like, Scott had started sniffing out his pot of gold, and he was like, I can make it my pot of gold.
Okay,
and
yeah.
He was, like, sniffing it out because he used his leprechaun powers to, like, undo the safe. I think that's what Lep was doing in the back there, was he was finding a stash spot for his gold.
So he could get the rest of it.
So he could go after the rest of it, and or just go have a good time in Vegas. I mean, that could have been a big part of his motivation as well.
This is also where they see that Encarta thing on burning the gold, and that kills the leprechaun.
Yeah.
If you destroy his gold, you destroy the leprechaun.
It all comes back to the Encarta.
Yeah, the Encarta is one of the key players in this.
The worst scene, though, that we skipped over was the scene with Tammy and stuff. That had to be the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
So I was going to get to that. So how does the coin get from Scott, right? Who does
Fazio steals the coin.
Okay.
But he doesn't realize what it is, gives it to Loretta, and is just like, when you sell it, we split it. And then Loretta takes it, gets a whole new set of everything.
Wait, I think
Mitch takes it
Mitch
first.
takes it
Mitch
first.
takes it first.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, you can wish on it. And he goes, I wish, I wish Tammy would be really into me. And then Tammy, of course, instantly is like into him.
Take me right here on the floor.
I don't know why she started talking this way, right? Like she kind of gave him like a sexy baby talk kind of voice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's probably what Mitch wanted to hear. I mean,
It's probably part of his fantasy
Yeah.
thing. But the other thing I think is funny is, do you guys think that like her like hitting him was like her almost reacting, trying to resist?
Like the inner her, like fighting the leprechaun magic. Just like, no, hit yourself a little bit. No, you should really just beat the shit out of
I was going to ask you this because I was thinking, man, is she like a dirty girl inside? Like she wants this.
No, she just wants to break off. Because if I was against like Mitch, that's like Fat Bastard from
yeah,
from Austin
that's
Powers.
It's
pretty much that same scene, except she went with that in Austin Powers. She had no control in Leprechaun 3.
I was gonna say she's got no control. She's back at Mitch's doing a striptease.
Thank God it ended quick, because I was like, holy man, like we need to get this over.
Well, it was rapey, but at the same time, like she stops from taking her top off. We're like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I was kind of happy. I didn't want him to see that.
I wanted to see that.
You could have saved that.
This would have been a 5-star killer.
I mean, I was happy it all played out like that because that was like the morally right thing to do. But we were all also watching a B movie, so you know
we have to be the good ones in the end.
Yeah.
But really,
we all were like, oh, damn. And then they almost give us this like consolation prize of a porn star coming out through the TV.
Yeah,
naked.
Leprechaun makes a porn star come out
Like-
and then turns her into a robot.
Like, don't get me wrong, boobs are boobs, but
not really.
Those weren't.
That was a sad scene.
Those are balloons.
That was a sad scene when she was like coming out of the elevator, like all disheveled, and he's like, "What's going on? I'm winning a lot. I'm doing great."
oh yeah, Scott. And then he was gonna go beat up Mitch.
If we let him get away with it, he'll do it again to somebody else.
Yeah,
I do love the scenes though, and I wish they play with this more of the Leprechaun in the TV doing the different.
Oh yeah, he was doing
Yeah.
all the different. And I mean, I loved this goofy stuff.
Yeah,
it
that
really
shit's
made
gold.
the movie for me. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Gold?
Like there are some movies where they would try and like shoehorn it in where it wouldn't make a lot of sense, but this seems like a 90s, like it just fit. It fit for me, you know?
Yeah, and then the robots like on top of them and like shorts
I didn't see the
out.
robot coming at all.
No.
It's very jarring.
It is
your
jarring.
first time seeing it.
Yeah, it was.
It's weird because this has, and we'll get into the big body horror scene, but it has a lot of body horror to this.
Does have a lot of body, like genuinely creepy body horror. And that android with a big pair of fake tits was terrifying. Like, and then the wires wrapped around him and electrocuted him. I mean, that was like, I was hoping they were going to use that again at some other point in the movie, but
nope, one and done.
I mean, you gotta go. I can think of worse ways, but
yeah, let's get to the big body horror scene because this was fucking chef's kiss, was it not?
Loretta's death?
Loretta's death.
Oh my god.
Bigger is good, but jumbo is dear. I'll give you boobs that come out to here.
I call it death by Kardashian.
This is like the kill that like I've been waiting for us to talk about for like 3 years.
Wow, it all culminates tonight
to death by Kardashians. Like,
yeah,
even at her end state there, I was like, compared to some famous people nowadays, she'd fit right in. It wasn't.
She gave Courtney Cox a run for her money.
We gotta get off of
You leave her alone, that poor lady.
Well,
that poor old lady.
I'll tell you, I started watching this show on Peacock called The Traitors, which is a fantastic show. By the way.
Yeah,
I'd highly recommend it to anybody.
a lot of fake people in that
but
one.
like some of the people on this show have just such cartoonish amounts of over plastic surgery. It looks like her, like after Lep did things, and like they did this of their own free will. Like I don't know whether they have some type of surgical addiction or what, but
some people do. Yeah,
but it looks like that's what happened, and it's just a train wreck. And it's just I'm sitting there going like, I mean, obviously towards the before she exploded, that was a little bit much, but like,
well, here's my question, right? Like, I know she's not Tammy. Not many girls are like Tammy. Let's be honest.
Like one in a million.
Right, 1 in a million.
Breathtaking.
one movie.
She's like that 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
She's
Great
out there
White
in the,
Buffalo.
out there in the clover patch.
Buffalo.
But Loretta's not unattractive.
No, I thought I don't know. I thought Loretta was not a bad looking woman.
Yeah, no, Loretta, when like all of her like fake.
Yeah, she had
she's
a lot
all
of
dressed up.
She's
all dressed up
even before that.
Yeah, but like when she drops all that, it's like,
she's very attractive.
But
She's
it's
a very attractive woman.
still like you look very similar to what you looked like before.
Yeah,
There's not much of a difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it as this big difference, like you said, Kevin.
And they're vain, you know, they don't see themselves like they have to keep on attracting people. If they don't have enough validation, then it's almost like their ego pops. So it's kind of like a physical reaction to that of it being like her own death. It's kind of very like ironic in a way.
Well, yeah, speaking of pops, the leprechaun.
Who wants popcorn?
The leprechaun, he does her up a little bit
Yeah.
here. Gives her a little Botox.
Does her up a little.
Her lips.
Oh, those delightful lips. They'll get you some tips. But what about these? Are they big enough to please?
Her butt. her boobs. Everything's exploding. I love how he takes his little umbrella out too.
He's dropping bars too while it's happening.
And she just
it is gross looking. It is just it's chef's kiss as far as body horror goes.
She looked like Howard the Duck before she exploded. Did she not?
It was bad news. She couldn't get through the
Chester
door.
the duck.
Oh, Chester, very good. Yeah, that damn duck.
That damn duck.
Oh my God, this was like probably the best kill we've seen so far in the Leprechaun series.
Yeah.
I mean, this just was chef's kiss. What I really liked, it made sense for like her character and what her character was going through.
Yeah.
And getting to the next big kill, which I also loved, Fazio.
Yes.
That was very well
chopping
deserved.
Fazio in half.
Chopped Fazio in half because Fazio wanted to be
mortician in between the two.
Yeah, you're right.
But that was kind of a he
Yeah.
just stabbed him with a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
not really.
This was like
That was just fun.
Yeah, this was like the other, I would say, big kill of the movie because this takes it like old school slasher style, does it
Yeah,
not? So
yeah.
you have a little bit of everything.
He has a little chainsaw.
There's nothing that
You
about
know
that
what?
whole
Pack
scene.
a chainsaw.
Fazio was like this great magician, still at the same theaters, and in some type of like outrageous space magician uniform. For what I can piece together, he had like silver stuff all over him, and he was like, "I'm really doing it now. This lounge is crowded, and everybody was there to see him." And
he went out the right way.
I guess he got his wish. If he had just given Lep the coin, I feel like Lep would have been like, "All right, scumbag, see you later." But
no,
like
He's not
Logan
gonna
said,
do it,
like
though.
Logan said before, these people are so vain. Like they care.
Their ego is so massive that they think of themselves like such big like stars. The Leprechaun is almost like you said, the walking infestation of greed. That like him being there is kind of showing the lesson of greed is your demise because you get into your own
avarice, your own avarice.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that should be the tagline.
Yeah, we get the ending here, and basically it comes down to
turn to the green side.
Yeah, Fazio gets sawed in half legitimately.
I like that he says the best.
Caesar's palace.
Caesar's palace. That's his last line.
We come to realize that Scott, who's almost fully leprechaun, he's getting closer and closer. He has to burn the gold, which he kind of is in love with at this point.
Yeah, because Lep brings the gold there
Yeah.
and says, hey, you could have a pot of gold like this, or you could have this pot of gold, my leprechaun brother, which would have never, leprechauns hate each other. Why would they? He would have killed his ass anyway.
And, this is actually good writing. Logan pointed out earlier in the movie he makes a deal with Gupta, but he doesn't keep his end of the bargain.
He's not. He has no intention of keeping his.
Yeah.
He has no intention of separating with any of his gold. But like Scott doesn't even think about it like that. Scott's like, well, do I just go full leprechaun? Because he's pretty transformed at that point.
That's true.
I mean, and do I go full leprechaun or do or what do I do here? And Tammy puts him on the right path.
He's not like you. Don't listen to him.
She's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she puts us
God
all.
bless. God bless Tammy
Tammy
for
puts everybody on the right
Tammy
path.
carried.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so he ends up burning the gold, right? And the leprechaun
burns with it.
Here's my question. At the very end, they're leaving the casino and she's still got a coin.
Yeah.
Does that mean the leprechaun's still alive?
I think in theory he could come back for that. But she throws it away.
Yeah.
She has
discards it. She has everything she needs.
She's an angel.
But like it shouldn't have worked because they didn't burn all his gold.
Can't get too hung up on these things.
It's
Bear
a
Claw,
leprechaun.
I'm
movie.
asking the hard questions that the audience is
I'm a hard
wondering.
man that asks hard questions.
Here's an answer for you. Yes.
Yes. And no.
And no.
No.
He clearly goes to space after this.
Yeah. Wow. He's so pissed.
Sets it up perfectly.
She has everything she needs with Scott, and she's gonna go live a
Wonderful life.
wonderful life with Scott.
who has no money.
No, he's got a ton of money.
No, he lost all that money.
Did he lose the money?
I don't think he ever lost
No,
money.
he never lost the money.
Did the hospital
He pocketed
take
it? No, he took it back.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he gets the girl.
I bet you he gets the girl. I bet you they both go to UCLA or wherever they were
fucking
heading,
hate this
and
guy.
then-
Let's get Leprechaun 2
I don't
in
know,
college.
He started a small tech company,
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, and they lived happily ever after. That's where my mind went.
This guy sucks.
We need a Leprechaun college movie with them back.
Ugh, let's head to the wrap up.
Good night, and come back again soon.
Bye-bye.
I'm depressed now.
Dang.
Do you have any conspiracies, hot takes, or odds and ends on Leprechaun 3?
My hot take is the direct-to-video model was such a smart pivot for this franchise. This is a movie that's very niche, and I would say not very accessible for a mainstream audience. Folks who are going to see this are fans of the Leprechaun character. You're probably not going to attract new fans to the franchise. Mostly your loyal base are here for the third installment. I was surprised to see how successful of a movie this was in terms of video sales.
My hot take is: do you guys see Warwick Davis in the background?
I didn't.
Oh yeah, he was playing the slots. in
Yeah,
one
he
of
was
the
playing the
things.
slots.
Oh, that's so cool.
So yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
I thought it was neat.
Yeah, that's like an odds and ends for
Yeah.
sure. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
Logan.
I think my hot take would be I think this is my least favorite Warwick Davis out of all the ones we've seen, but I will say the Elvis scene is the only thing keeping him afloat because that was amazing.
My maybe my conspiracy theory is Scott was a serial killer.
Go on.
You hate Scott.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, I get it.
Scott stole his girl, and now he hates Scott.
Scott was there.
Scott is a dirty son of a bitch.
Scott was gonna kill Tammy.
Hey,
the
Scotty
green
doesn't
won him
know.
over.
Scotty doesn't know.
Maybe Tammy was
Scotty doesn't know.
Maybe Tammy was like, half that money is mine, right? Scott on the road trip, and then he pulls off, lets her out of the car, and drives away. I don't know. Like, Scott could be a scumbag.
You know what Scott kind of reminds me of? Dizzy
from Road
Trip. Yeah,
he does have very Dizzy vibes for sure. My odds and ends for this is something Dan mentioned earlier, which is that the actor nominated for an Academy Award was John Gattins, who plays Scott. He was nominated for Best Original Screenplay for Flight in 2012. Also, this is Warwick Davis's favorite Leprechaun movie.
There's not a lot to
Rightfully
choose.
so. I mean, it's a good one. I
There's
think
only 6.
and I've heard, and I don't know whether this is a hot take or not, but I heard that like this is a fan favorite of the Leprechaun. If you're a Leprechaun fan, they say this is like the top tier Leprechaun movie. Yeah.
You have the first two. You have the first two, which are there.
Yeah.
You have In Space, and you have the 2 Hood movies. I think this is really the only one.
Then you got the remake and the other one.
There's a remake, and then there's like a sci-fi original.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, and the Origins one went straight to DVD and got nothing.
I can't wait to get into more of these. It's time for our Hall of Slain. Our Hall of Slain are characters that have died in the movies we review that would help us get through and survive a horror movie because we are the final girl. Are there any characters from Leprechaun 3 you would like to nominate?
First, I'd like to kick things off. I'd like to nominate Tony into the Hall of Slain for Kevin because he looks like Timu Dan Marino.
Dang.
Never dome like that.
Dang, poor Tony. I know, we even talked about them. They got kind of whacked in the end.
I actually would like to recommend Art for the who's the loan shark for the Hall of Slain. He just seems resourceful. He seems like he's got a head on his shoulders. I don't know. I liked Art.
Do you want to bring them both
I think
in
he's
as
got
a
presidential
tandem?
candidacy all over him, really.
The tandem's good.
Yeah, I mean, that works.
Okay, yeah. I think both of them would be useful. We're going to need some muscle.
Yeah, for sure.
We need some loans,
And I feel like he was reasonable but forceful. You know what I mean?
And they could help us out with our style too in between.
I know, exactly. He seems like they both
I mean,
seem
he
like
wants
sharp
health care
dressers.
for most Americans too. He can't be that mad of a guy.
I've heard worse pitches.
All right, gavel sound. Welcome in Tony and Art.
Yeah. And I think that really there is only one place for Fazio.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think there is only
Now here's the question.
Let's be real. A traveling circus needs a magician.
Now, here's my question. Does the leprechaun's death count?
I mean, you want to have the
You
leprechaun?
want the leprechaun?
I don't know. Could be fun for all of us.
It's gonna kill you all.
That's too close to our wing, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
that's
Okay. Now, here's my other question.
Like, Leprechaun's real magic, Fazio's like fake magic.
Yeah.
Now, here's my other question. We've had people in the Hall of Slain that haven't died. We have had honorary members.
No, this is a strict no.
Can
You're not
we have
Tammy.
Tammy? No. Not me. All of us.
Nice pitch, but
I will take Fazio as long as I can
Could
get
she start
Tammy.
her own like Hall of Beauties?
Yes, as long as it's right next to mine.
Kevin's Little Beauty.
What is this, Marilyn Manson? I don't like
Nathan Gabelson.
Nathan Clownhorn.
Fazio and Tammy coming into the
No,
Logan wing.
Fazio for Logan.
And Tammy. Nathan.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could make a case for what was her name, Lizzie. If you wanted.
Loretta. Loretta. I'll allow Loretta.
I will not have any members unless Tammy is in.
Well, we're not giving you Tammy.
And no Fazio.
Well, you got Fazio.
You got Fazio. Nathan already hit the clown horn, so it's in there.
Tammy's also there, Nathan.
Editor's note. No, Logan. No.
How about Gupta? You want Gupta?
Oh, Gupta! I'll take Gupta.
Actually, Gupta's kind of a good ad. He was very, but he was kind of dumb towards the end, so maybe that is a Logan wing ad. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You kind of need some meat in the water,
man. I'm doing pretty good. Tammy and Gupta.
No, Logan, you still don't have Tammy.
We're doing pretty good in the Logan
wing. All right, so Gupta to Logan's.
Yeah.
All right, clown horn.
Scott's car into Bear Claws.
Hey man, that was a fine vehicle.
That's where he did all his
Very
killings.
Very reliable.
Oh man, it's time for our hook, line, and stinker. Our hook is our favorite kill of the movie. Our line is our favorite line or quote in the movie. And our stinker is something funny, awful, or weird that happens that makes the movie better or worse. For me, there is like the kill. I'm actually going to go with Fazio sawed in half because, that's one of those ones you draw up in a theory, right? What happens if the sawing in half bit for a magician goes wrong? Yeah. And that's very cool. Plus, he sucked. He deserved it.
Yeah, Fazio.
My line is,
For pulling this trick, I'll chop off your dick!
I'll chop off your dick. Love it. Stinker. This is a big one. Not seeing Tammy naked. They tease us with it. Also, there is a couple of very racist things in here.
This movie is not PC by any stretch of the imagination.
It was a Leprechaun movie.
Sexual harassment issues.
They hit a few of those.
It's the late 90s.
Also, a scathing commentary on healthcare in America. Like,
I guess it is kind of a give or take, right?
It's a very moderate movie.
Whatever your position is, they hit you in it. Yeah. So, Dan, how about you?
My hook is Loretta's death. You think the movie has absolutely jumped the shark with Mitch being killed by a sex robot, and then Loretta's death comes along and is just like, hold my fucking beer.
Death by Kardashian.
That reminds me, too, we talked about this being ahead of its time a little bit. They have a sex robot in 1995.
I know.
Yep. Crazy. Sorry.
No.
It looks like a fucked up Disney animatronic. Looks like the Hall of Presidents.
I don't remember that from Disney World, Bear Claw.
It's Eleanor Roosevelt's wax figure.
Oh, God. Oh. Hey, Dad's been in that Hall of Presidents for like half the day. They got nice AC.
Line?
There once was a lady of Tut, whose taste grew perverted and rotten. She cared not for steaks or for pastries and cakes, but lived upon penis au gratin.
Metallica. No, wait. White Zombie. I've got the album.
White Zombie. I got the album.
Banger lyrics.
Stinker, I mean, choice overload, really. But I appreciate the most is when Scott tosses the leprechaun out the window.
Yeah,
that's just magical.
It is magic. Bear Claw.
My hook is, well, I had Death by Kardashian and Fazio get sawed in half, so I had two. But also the shillelagh to the eye of the Dan Marino lookalike. Yeah. That was pretty good too. And he had his eye, and he was like, "Oh,
he's in the eye of the beholder."
Oh, yeah, exactly. The line I had two. I knew we were going to be doing a lot of lines from this movie, so I kind of chose a couple of deep cuts. The one that I laughed at because I thought it was funny. Again, Art was one of my favorite characters in this movie. Is when Art went down, he says,
"Tell me, what was Judy Garland really like?"
What was Judy Garland really like?
Yeah. Forgot about that.
I thought that was a really good one.
My God.
And then it's not a line, but it's still one of the funniest things in the movie is when Lep just kind of is doing the magic in the hospital against Scott, and then the angel Tammy flies in and is like, "Listen, your coin is with Fazio now." And Lep is just kind of like, "Fuck this," and then he skateboards off on the gurney and just gives the finger. I know it's not a line, but it's communicative, and he's just like, "You know what? I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. I'm just gonna go deal with that." So I thought that was good. And then stinker, I didn't really have a stinker. I mean, I liked Fazio trying to escape using a smoke effect. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
like
great.
burning his hand.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought this movie was wonderful, and it was hilarious, and it had a lot of great gore, and it was one of those rare movies where a lot of the things just came together for me into like a fun movie that I want to watch again. I like this movie quite a great deal, and I don't think there is a stinker for me.
Awesome. Logan.
My hook was Loretta. Got a good chuckle out of me. Like, that was just amazing. Like, it was just, that's just like body horror, like greatness. And Fazio too, because, you know, well deserved. I have two lines. I got hemorrhoids tougher than you. And then the best Leprechaun limerick.
Lovely golden palaces, completely full of riches. I'll rip them off and rob them blind, those dirty sons of bitches.
You dirty sons of bitches.
I love that one.
Anytime the line bitch is uttered in a movie, I pop.
I liked the, there was an old man from Madras whose balls were made of fine brass. So in stormy weather, they both clacked together and sparks blew out of his ass.
Yes.
I don't remember what he said it in reference to, but that was a good
Is
one.
it the sex rumor?
No, it was in reference to the pawn shop owner. Because he's Indian, Madras.
And then my stinker, yeah, the racist stuff, but it's too happy in that casino.
Too happy in there.
It's too lucky.
Scott wasn't happy.
Doing like the first opening of the casino,
Lucky Shamrock.
Everyone's getting jackpots and winning money. That doesn't happen.
Even the priest.
Yeah, the priest is
Even
having
the
a grand
priest
old
can't
time with a
get
couple of fine escorts.
I have an honorable mention. Loretta, when Scott's going up to the elevator and Fazio approaches her, she's like,
Fazio, just the girl I want to see.
"Oh, Fazio, just the woman I'm looking for."
I liked their dynamic. They had this weird, like, will they, won't they, but also, like, buddy cop.
Like, they probably have before, but, like, both decided it probably, like, neither one liked it.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know.
They have a good will, they won't they. Please don't have it.
they're both, like, scum of Las Vegas, and they know it, so there's, like, a honor among thieves kind of thing.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, it's time for our final rating.
Before we get out, I gotta use the bathroom.
Welcome to Man on the Street. We're here in Las Vegas. We've just gotten out of the casino. I've lost all my money. I'm not doing too hot.
The Macho Man isn't doing too well, but we're here with Bear Hogan. How you doing?
I lost everything, Logan. This is the worst night of my life. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back my goods. Luck has been a cold bitch tonight to me.
No jackstrap, no mercy.
Hey guys, why don't we go see the magic show? They got this guy Fazio in here. I don't know. Looks maybe like it could be fun.
See no Fozzie?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's free, right?
It gotta be free.
Yeah, I got these free comps here.
People want to know what's going on here in Las Vegas. You know, it's getting crazy out here. Everyone's
You're the
getting
man
wishes
on the street.
Wishes left and right.
That would be crazy if the Leprechaun's Gold got out and there was just a bunch of wishes. You'd see people driving Cadillacs. You'd see.
We got people going crazy here with wishes. There's Tammys running all across.
Oh, I wish for Tammy. I'm changing my wish. Can I do that?
You cannot.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know.
Oh, this old John Carpenter.
That wish didn't go so great for Mick.
Why did I wish to be John Carpenter?
I'm doing great as the Macho
I haven't
Man.
made a good movie since
I could have
In
wished.
the Mouth of Madness. What's going on?
I could have wished for my man on the street bit to keep going.
Well, it's time for our final rating.
They're gonna rate the movie. What will they rate the movie? The killer is great, the victim sucks, the survivor is in between. What was that?
If this is your first time listening, we have a 3-tier rating system. Killer is the best and is worth 1 star on Letterboxd. Survivor is our middle tier and is worth a half star on Letterboxd. And finally, the dreaded victim, worth 0 stars on Letterboxd. We also have the ability, once per year, to deploy the Dark Star. For Letterboxd purposes, we can raise or lower our overall star rating on a movie by up to 1 full star. This is the 3rd Leprechaun movie we've reviewed. Episode 8, Leprechaun from 1993. Everyone rated that one a victim except for me. I rated it a survivor. Episode 31, Leprechaun in the Hood from 2000. Everyone gave it a victim except for Logan gave it a killer.
Yep.
Shameful.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm giving this movie a killer.
Yeah.
I was either a high survivor or a low tier killer on this. The things that kind of bring it down for me are like some of the pacing issues at the beginning with just being in that pawn shop for too long. I hate Scott, but probably mostly because I'm jealous. So I'm going to be honest.
Gotta get over it, man.
I was gonna say you're pretty hard on Scott, but I think I see
I
the
can see
green
why.
in your eyes, the jealousy there.
Oh man, I got lust in my eyes.
You got lust in your eyes, John Carpenter.
You know, it's funny. I was looking at IMDb, and a lot of their ratings, the titles were best of the series, but I don't know if that's saying much.
Yeah, I was gonna say best of the series is being like the best of the worst. Like
I mean, here's my thing, right? This is probably my favorite Leprechaun movie. If I'm not rating this a killer, like this is the best, I think. What am I gonna rate a killer? Like,
This is true.
This is the penultimate Leprechaun movie. He's in Vegas. He's a little shit. He's fully magical. They're fully on board with the limericks.
I'm gonna watch this every St. Patrick's Day.
I agree, Bear.
I'm watching In the Hood every St. Patty's
I don't know how
Day.
you stay awake during that movie.
It's on TV every year.
Ugh.
Dan, how about you?
Gentlemen, welcome to the madness. Leprechaun 3 is getting a killer for me.
Woo! It's raining killers.
It's unhinged, wacky, doesn't take itself seriously. I have a lot of fun watching this movie. It's a personal bit of nostalgia for me, having first seen it in the early 2000s, late night on premium cable TV. Warwick Davis is really at his best in this movie. The kills are amazing. The humor is raunchy. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon for adults.
You know, it probably aired right after Silk Stockings.
What was Silk Stockings? Wasn't that a show? I
was a show on
vaguely
USA.
remember it.
Yeah, WWE Raw used to be right before Silk Stockings, so they used to have
What
this.
was it about? Was it just like a romance?
It was
show or
like
something?
Melrose Place. You ever see Melrose, like 90210, that sort of deal?
like a bunch of 20-somethings living together kind of thing.
Yeah, I never really watched it, but I could be wrong.
Editor's note. As it turns out, Kevin is wrong. According to Wikipedia, Silk Stockings is a crime drama about 2 detectives who solve sex crimes.
If you're a fan of
I had
Silk
heard of
Stockings, email
Yeah,
Bear
let us
Claw.
I mean, the
Oh.
name Silk Stockings enough is like, yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
I've heard of it, but I think I was so young that I didn't give a shit. Like I was just like,
Even the people that watched it didn't give a shit.
Oh, Bear Claw, how about you?
So for me, I was really thinking hard about this, and I was kind of going through pros and cons. But this movie did do something innovative in that it had some amazing gore and kills, but at the same time was absolutely hilarious. And for that reason, I'm giving it a killer. 'Cause I think it was innovative. I thought it was. I did not expect to have a great time watching it, especially it exceeded my expectations greatly, especially after watching Leprechaun in the Hood, because I thought everyone after the first one was going to be a bummer. This breaks the rule of the sequels being worse than the original. I think this far surpasses the original, and it's great. It's killer.
Awesome. Logan.
That's no moon. No,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with you guys. Let's rock with it.
Wow.
Overall killer.
Wow.
It's just entertaining. It's fun. Tammy.
Yes.
It's a killer alone.
Just Tammy. That's all you gotta say. One word. Tammy.
5 letters, 1 word. Tammy.
Oh my God, Tammy. Oh, I love it, man. Well,
what do we got? Is it a unanimous?
If he doesn't, I'm gonna dark star it. So
Nathan, our producer, gave his rating, and he said Leprechaun 3 has way more entertaining moments than any of the other movies I've seen in the franchise. Loretta and Fazio's death and the body horror scene in the hospital especially stand out as funny and grotesque. Unfortunately, all the time between these moments and the bulk of the movie is spent waffling about doing nothing of note. Like, why do we spend a full half hour with fucking Gupta?
because Gupta's the GOAT.
Listen, Gupta is a warrior in his heart.
Well, Nathan's rating it a victim.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we're already at 4 stars. Do you want to use your dark star?
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'm saving the dark star for a battle.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
there's gonna be a battle.
There will be a great war.
Oh, there will be a duel.
There is a highway coming up, Bear Claw.
Oh no.
There's gonna be a lot of dark star warfare
Dark
going
star
on.
energy.
That's a little tease for what we got planned on the road to the Summer of Madness. Well, we also asked you, our audience, for your thoughts on Leprechaun 3. From Aaron Riley, 96 IG, Fun Horror Trilogy. From It's T. Ricci, Best of the Series, Vegas was good to the Little Lep. Yeah,
it was.
From Coffin Maker _video, underrated. From Denise _green _black. Black heart emoji, black heart emoji, black heart emoji, and then a bunch of okays. So I'm guessing she was a fan.
I think she liked it.
From Slasher's Paradise, this is tough. There's so many fun things in a lot of the installments. We'll say this one definitely has the best supporting cast outside of the original, especially Fazio. We had a great time talking about this one last year, too.
He's not like the kid from Hook.
Rufio. Rufio.
Logan. He's not there. Tammy and Gupta are there.
No Tammy, Logan.
From Dissect That Film Pod, hands down the best of the franchise. Warwick Davis continues to carry this franchise in so many different ways. It's crazy that after this, he goes to space.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go on that journey too. Who knows?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna leave Flappy alone next time around.
Well, thank you all so much for your comments. If you're interested in having your comments read off at the end of our episode, please go to our Instagram at mouths.of.madness and write to us at thepaddedroom@outlook.com, and we'll read them off at the end of our next episode. Before we end the episode, we want to embrace the madness and let you all know what we've been up to. This past week, I watched Cool Runnings. It had been a while since I've seen that movie.
Banger.
John Candy.
Yeah, our friends, we thought this was good, did a episode on it, and I was like, man, I haven't seen this movie probably since it came out.
That's a banger movie.
Yeah, it was a 5-star for me. I think it's an underrated kids movie because it was
a rough period of Disney.
Well, it's a very deep kids movie. There's a lot of good, I think, stories and morals taken from this movie with some good moments of fun, and John Candy is awesome.
Disney did
in
a
it.
lot of those movies. Like, did they do Heavyweights?
See, the one thing I never liked about those sports movies is like there was always a time when like something turned sad or something like that. I don't know. I was never really into that, but
Also, one of my favorite bands, Social Distortion, came out with a new single, Born to Kill. So I've been listening to that. The new album is going to be out this Friday. So by the time this episode drops, it will be out. I highly recommend it. Social D is one of the best, I think, punk bands of all time. And finally, for Straight Jacket Talk, we watched the 1990 Night of the Living Dead, which is the remake of the 68 classic.
That's the one with Tarface?
No, that is Return of the Living Dead from 85.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. We should probably do that one at some point. That's a fun movie.
Yeah.
This one was tough because it's like remaking a classic.
Oh, this is the one that was in 1990. Doesn't it
Yeah.
have, what's his name? Candyman in it.
Tony Todd. Yep.
Tony Todd.
Yep. Yeah. So like he was great in it. But a lot
I
of
love
it's
that one,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, a lot of it's kind of remaking the 68 one. You can hear my whole reaction to it on our episode. It should be available by the time this episode goes. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool 90s horror movie because that happened in 1990. There was a whole lot going on at that time for horror. It's a year after Pet Sematary, which we did. It feels very similarly shot to Pet Sematary, I would say. The cinematography is pretty on point with that. So it is a good watch. But like I said, check out our episode of Straight Jacket Talk to find out all my thoughts. Dan, how about you?
I don't really have much. I decided to give the most recent Saw movie a shot.
Oh.
I think it's like Saw X now.
Yeah,
I don't
Saw
know how
X.
many. Oh my God, how that movie, it was terrible. It's like such a departure from like the original Saw movie. Like it's so far.
Jigsaw's still alive.
So it's like a prequel, right?
Oh,
and I feel like they
Takes place in the original.
Yeah. So it like takes place like right around where he's like getting diagnosed with cancer. And I don't know, like it just deviates so much from the original movie. The traps aren't even that. It just didn't hit. It doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit.
It's just not good. Very weak storytelling, and it, at this point, is like bastardizing the franchise. I mean, I think it stopped really getting entertaining for me like after the second one, but kind of still like went along with them just because they kept cranking them out.
Yeah, they're a machine, man.
Yeah, thankfully, I think I thought they stopped for a bit, and then like this one just came out. What would you say, about 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, like 2 years ago or so. I remember my friend really wanted to go see it, and I told him like straight up, I'm like, I would rather be in Saw than watch it.
Damn,
that should be one of the traps in it.
You have to survive this movie.
Like Kim Jong-un water torture to get through that shit.
But yeah, no, I don't recommend it.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Bear Claw.
This week, Resident Evil 9 came out. I haven't yet to play it, but I'm very excited about it. Initial reviews are good, which makes me more excited about it. And then I'm also reading in what is becoming one of my new favorite genres, which is medieval horror.
Oh.
Which is kind of interesting. I'm reading Pilgrim by Mitchell Luthi, which is really starting out to be a pretty amazing book. So I would highly recommend it. I'm about 7 chapters into it, and it is extraordinarily well written and maybe one of the best. It really has got me hooked. So we'll see if it's a pretty long book. So I will see if it keeps me hooked in, and I'll give updates on the podcast. But I'm screaming through it right now, and I only started it just the other day, and I'm already 7 chapters deep. So
That's
pretty,
a good sign.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Medieval horror is so underrated.
Yeah, and this one is all about a knight who has to take a relic from Jerusalem set during the Crusades. He's got to take a relic from Jerusalem back to Naples, but he's got to go along the Pilgrim's Road, and stuff's already starting to heat up, and weird stuff's starting to happen, and it's looking like it's going to be a really fun read. So
that is literally almost like on the money of what I was reading a while back, Between Two Fires.
Yeah,
it is literally like that is almost the exact like same, and I love that. That shit's awesome.
Logan.
I mean, I don't know if we all like touched on this, but we went to go see Scream 7.
Yeah.
We did a review on it for our Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, just regular.
Regular.
Yep.
You know what? Scratch that, Nathan. We did it for a regular.
Just a bonus episode.
I'm inundated. I know what's going on. Yeah, we did a review on it, but you know, like no spoilers. I think this is after a while thinking about it, that was my second favorite Scream movie.
Oh,
I think behind the
love it.
original, I liked it more than 4.
Awesome.
And then to get into like what I've been doing on the side, so I went and finally saw Blue Moon, the Ethan Hawke movie on Netflix. I highly recommend it to everyone that just likes film in general. If you want amazing acting, an amazing cast, and just like iconic performance from like a different era, Blue Moon is that. Like Blue Moon is like all encompassing. I think like Ethan Hawke deserves to get an Oscar for his performance. It was amazing.
What's it about?
It's about a jazz composer. He's like in play. He writes music. He's very famous. If you know like his stuff, you know, you can tell very early on he's a very jealous little man who needs attention from everybody. The way he goes about it is so interesting because he just makes you want more of like what he's talking about. He talks to everyone in this little bar. It's set in like this bar one night, and it's like just amazing how he goes from like conversation to conversation, trying to get more and more out of it. I would call it a passion piece. I think the movie just is passion itself. Like it's just really powerful.
Took that Black Phone money and put it into...
It is such a departure from the Black Phone that is like, he is just this character.
He's a good actor, I think.
You
know,
can't even see him. You
yeah.
can't even see him. Like, it is just such a weird like lens that he just dives into. And then the other thing that I dived into is I finally got into the X-Files.
Oh,
Nice.
That has been a show I have
been
wanted
meaning
to
to go
watch
back to
for
that.
a long time.
It's
I've
so
never
good.
seen it.
I never have either.
I binged the shit out of it. And the thing is, because I knew of a lot of things that my friends were telling me about it, is there are a lot of episodes that you don't necessarily have to see. So I was like, okay, let me make sure I know what I'm getting myself into. So I have myself a little bit of a filler list.
We'll
so
go to
I'm not-
Reddit too, because there's like lists that are
Yeah.
pretty good that are like, these are like the essential episodes.
I have like a bunch of lists of like people in most of the episodes. I
Especially
don't.
with a show that's been on for that long. You want to
Yeah.
use your time wisely.
There's a lot of episodes I skip, but the episodes I do watch are just so good. There's this episode that creeped the shit out of me, and I love it.
Is it the family one?
Oh, I've heard about the family.
Yeah, it got banned.
Isn't there
It
one
got
that-
banned,
Banned, yeah.
for a while. That's the
TV.
one that I always sticks out in my head.
Oh, the family one is the one that got banned from TV?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called like Home or House or
Yeah.
something like
It's
that.
like it's
yeah.
almost Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's really bad, but it's like terrifyingly like bad. The story that I've really gotten into of like the entire theory of it, and it's just like, it's so encapsulating. I love it. It's getting really good.
Awesome. Well, if you're interested in supporting the show, please join us now on our Patreon. You can be a fully patched in member of Madness for only $1. You'll have early access to episodes. There's exclusive bonus content. You'll have the opportunity to pick a movie for us to review on a future episode. And you'll get to be a part of our shout-outs at the end of each episode. Speaking of, we want to thank Jen, Lauren, Steven, Eddie, and Kate so much for all of your support. We appreciate you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Miles of Madness on your favorite audio platform and YouTube. If you've enjoyed your descent into madness, rate us 5 stars and leave a review. You can find us on Instagram at miles.of.madness. Check out our video podcast, Straight Jacket Talk, on our YouTube channel at Miles of Madness. Finally, we have our email address. Write to Bearclaw at thepaddedroom@outlook.com and let him know if you've ever been to Las Vegas.
Yeah, let me know if Lady Luck was kind to you, or if, you know, maybe you guys have parted ways and she was not kind to you in Vegas. And let me know if you need some of that leprechaun luck.
Yeah, no coins disintegrating around these parts.
Well, that does it for our review on Leprechaun 3. But we'll be back soon with another episode, and we're going to be reviewing Logan's pick. Happy Death Day!
Yeah.
But until then, back to the padded room with you.
Oh, hey man, these coins were a total ripoff. The magic wore off. I no longer have Hulk's Riz. My friends are outside. They look nervous. I don't know what's going on here. You got to give me back my memorabilia. I want that jockstrap back now.
Oh my God, Bearclaw!
Hey, there's a little guy chasing us. Ah, he bit me.
Oh,
Bit my ass!
Give me that jockstrap now.
Bullshit. The Jets didn't win a Super Bowl.
Let's go, boys.
Get out of here, you little man!